Good day, all you wonderful people. Welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, trying to look out, and today it's going to be very windy indeed, apparently. So a very windy day. Not so much that there's tornadoes, hopefully, but yeah, there is 36 miles of trail between myself and the town of Lincoln, which, if I hadn't taken a zero, would be my destination this morning. And it doesn't matter, I'm ahead of schedule. Doesn't matter. Still 2 days ahead of schedule, even though I just took a zero I wasn't expecting to take. So, in order to make the use of those extra days, I decided last night, wouldn't it be fun to do all those 36 miles today and just get into Lincoln and leave tomorrow morning, which would have been my leaving time had I not taken the zero. I just won't have as much time in that town, and seeing as my resupply is a box in the post office which I can collect tomorrow morning, it won't actually put me that far behind schedule. So, because I'll leave tomorrow morning regardless, I just won't leave as early because I have to wait for the post office to open to collect the box. I'm a masochist. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to do it. So yeah, fun walking 36 miles when I don't have to. But that is the name of the game today. Can we get to Lincoln tonight? And if we do get there, are we going to have somewhere to stay? Or are we going to get there so late that everything's booked up? Because it's a small town and there's a limited number of rooms, and there's a certain amount of hikers that have all caught up because they took the Big Sky alternate. What is the Big Sky alternate? I hear you crying. The Big Sky alternate is a little route that you can take to shave off some miles, 317 miles to be exact. 317.2 miles is what it saves. So people who I passed months ago are now ahead of me. So yeah, I've just been thrown back in the bubble. Up until a couple of days ago, I was ahead by a long way ahead of almost everyone. There's a few people that are ahead of me. I'd probably say there's 20 or 30 people ahead of me, but there's a huge amount of people that have just caught up and just bounced in front of me. So yeah, that's that. Now I'm back in the bubble. So yeah, interesting times. Back to Lincoln, and this will be, once I get to Lincoln, that is the third from last. I don't know what that would be, but yeah, basically we hit the penultimate stretch. We will be leaving Lincoln to go to East Glacier through the Bob Marshall Wilderness and a couple of other places. It's a 7 to 8 day stretch. I'm hoping to do it in 6. We'll see what happens there. And if I stick to the schedule, I think I'll end up double zeroing in East Glacier, which will be nice. A couple of days off in a row for the first time on the trail. Wonderful. I don't know if you, as in you personally, notice this, but in every shot that I take of like B-roll and stuff like that, I really work hard to make that shot the best shot I can make with that subject matter. And it's like if I'm doing a landscape, I'm trying to get in all the right elements, like, if I'm trying to get the sun in the frame, or the background is pretty interesting, or there's something in the foreground, I'm trying to line it up so that it all looks aesthetically pleasing. I'm trying to do my best to make what you're seeing the best frame possible, whether that's a shot of a butterfly on a flower, or whether that's the shot of a big open landscape. And I really try. It's the photographer eye, and trying to make everything look good. And I don't know if people notice it and really appreciate it as part of the video making process. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I just spent about 2 minutes doing this sort of dance like this, moving left, moving right, moving forward, moving back, moving diagonally, to get everything right in that last frame just before this one. Is the telegraph pole not cut half? Is the pillar all right in the frame, or is it in the dead center taking up all the attention? Trying to get everything to line up perspective wise. I thought to myself, this is all for a 3-second clip, and I've been standing here for a while trying to get everything to line up properly. But yeah, I hope somebody at least looks at my stuff and goes, yeah, this guy's actually trying. He's not just pointing a camera in his own face and walking down a road all the time. You know, he really does try. And I hope that if there's something that gives my vlogs a point of difference over most other vlogs out there, I would hope that what stands out is that I really try to get the best photography I can into my videos, whether that's stills photography from the big camera here, or whether that's motion photography and the B-roll that you see in between me walkie-talkie stuff. Maybe it's just the little skits I do from time to time, and that's the only difference. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that, really. It's cold. It's really windy. I should put my jacket on. I'm standing here with my hands out, and the wind's very chilly, but it is very sunny. So at least it's not raining. Oh, might have jinxed it. Isn't it crazy that that hill that's on the left of the frame marries up to the clouds that are to the right of it? You see, these clouds look like this hill. Incredible. Well, ladies and gents, it turned into a very, very windy day. Oh, and a very cold day. And a lot of elevation. Oh gosh. I just want to get this day over with, that's all I want. Just get this day over with, another 13 miles, another 3,000 feet of elevation gain, and another 3,000 feet of elevation loss. 6,000 over 13 miles. It's so cold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the worst wind I've had since Colorado. Since that day I had to descend off of the Argentine spine, and yeah, it's really bad. When I'm in the trees like this, maybe I can talk to you, hopefully it's coming through, but oh god, this is some of the worst wind I've done. This is some of the worst wind I've walked in for as long as I can remember since that point. Oh my goodness. And when I go through exposed areas such as that, QB roll over the top, I'm just being battered, I'm being thrown around, I'm like leaning into the wind, and I've got the worst headache from the cold wind. Oh my god, I can't film anything, I need both hands on the trekking poles, otherwise you'd be able to see what I was going through. It's awful, and I'm so tired. Oh no, and I've got so much to go. One last thing I want to say is gloves in August. This is not the world that I wish to live in. Oh Gosh.
Much later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're down from the mountain, and not only down from the mountain, but I got a hitch almost immediately from a guy called Brandon, who was a volunteer no, he was not a volunteer, he was a paid firefighter, and was telling me all about the fires in the area and on the PCT, because he's been flown over to Washington recently to fight fires there. And very interesting, very cool that he just picked me up straight away. And I went to the first hotel, the Three Bears. They were completely full, so now I'm going to a place called Leapers, which is slightly more expensive. Oh no, they've got no vacancy as well. Oh Christ. Okay, back out we go. There's more motels, but they are much further that way, and I've already walked this way, so let's see if we're going to get a place to stay tonight. Might just be I just wanted a warm shower as well, because I'm so cold, that wind. I'm still shivering, and I just want a room and a warm shower and some food in my belly and an early night. Even the motel that has bad reviews on Far Out has no vacancy. The tiny town of Lincoln on a Wednesday night has no vacancies at all 4 motels in town. What the hell is going on? Mardi Gras?
The next day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The next day, I found accommodation for free out the back of the Wheel Inn, and I read about something saying that they allowed hikers to camp there, and I went inside, and the ladies that were behind the bar were super friendly, super lovely. It was your typical let's say rural pub, rural bar, just country music and pool tables and darts.
Flashback. End of flashback.
But yeah, it was amazing. Was in there for a couple of hours, and then eventually almost fell asleep at the bar, and I thought I have to go outside, and it was pitch black, and I set up my tent. So in the shadow of this shed is exactly where I set up my tent, just here somewhere. There's a porta potty. No one had used it. It was a virgin porta potty. It was super clean, and just behind me is the bar decking and the side of the pub. I was just standing out there just now, and so we have access to water as well. Up here we've got picnic tables. I'm gonna sit and do some bits in a little bit. Outside here they have free bikes. They said just help yourself. They're bikes that have been left behind, and if I need to go to town I can borrow those. And also just on the side of the building here, outlets for charging. Brilliant, excellent. I have already been to the post office and collected my box for resupply. I'm going to divide that up now and put it all into the sack here, or at least try my best. I don't think I'm getting it all in there. There's like 5 or 6 days worth of food in here, and this already has quite a lot in it, so I don't know. I'm going to make myself some coffee, and then I'm going to sit down and edit some videos while my stuff charges. They also have Wi-Fi here, of which hopefully the passcode the drunk ladies behind the bar gave me is the one that works.
24 hours later.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's the next day, maybe even the day after that. I ended up with an inadvertent zero. How that zero ended up happening was I was trying to upload videos for yourselves, and whilst I was editing and trying to upload enough videos to get me through this next 7 to 8 day section, time ran away, internet slow, and before I knew it, all the videos were uploaded and it was dark outside, so I stayed an extra night. And this morning my battery bank had been unplugged overnight and I had to wait for that to charge, and that's 20,000 milliamp hours. Took about 7 hours to charge. And then I got talking to people, and before you know it, it's like 4 in the afternoon, so I'm about to start hiking again. But I've had a very long stay that I didn't think was going to happen in Lincoln. So I want to say that's all I have for you today. There is the fundraiser, you know all about it. If you don't, there's a link below this video. Go click it and donate some money to charity. And otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.